Hello and welcome back to episode 43 of this journey through the J-League. We are exactly halfway through the season and we find ourselves quite comfortably in 14th place. And today we've got two games for you, one against Tosu and one against Hashino in the Cup. So let's not waste any more time and let's get straight into it. So I'm actually recording this episode before the previous episode has even gone out, so hopefully you have enjoyed that episode. And if you are enjoying this journey so far and you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe down below and maybe go back and watch the rest of this journey so you can kind of get where we are now. And this is where we are now. Obviously in the last episode we came up against Kashiwa and Imabari in the Cup, and we got knocked out in quite a frustrating game where we lost 6-4 even though we were 4-2 up at half time. But it's a difference in class, as we discussed. Since then, we've kind of been okay, but defensively all over the place. So the game after, we lost against Iwata in the last minute of the game. This is incredibly frustrating defeat. And then we came up against Kagoshima, where we found ourselves 2-0 down at half time. They managed to get a man sent off in the 60th minute, and we pulled it back. We pulled it back 2-3-2. And a minute after we scored the 92nd minute winner, they went up the other end and scored a winner. Out of nowhere. Completely out of nowhere. And that was, again, another extremely frustrating game. A game in which we ended up losing Saki through injury. And he came back from injury and then got injured again. So that's just added to the frustration of this season. We then came up against Kashima, who they're the best team in the league, to be honest. In this save game, they've won something like 5 of the last 8 leagues. So to come out 2-2 with them was actually a pretty good result. We were 1-0 up and then they pulled it back, and then we went 2-1 up and they pulled it back, and we managed to hold on for the rest of the game and come out with a draw in that. And then we've had pretty much the whole of May until this game today. We went up against Nagasaki and tore them apart. Browers ended up getting a hat-trick. Yuki got 2. Odagiri got a goal. They got a pen. And penalties is something I wanted to discuss because in the last 10 games, we have conceded 6 penalties. And I just don't know what to do about it. I don't know how to stop this happening because they've just been silly fouls. And it has cost us, to be honest. It's cost us quite a few times. In this Kawasaki game, as an example, we conceded 2 penalties in this game. We should have won this game 2-1. Actually, we should have won it by more. We had quite a few chances, but they got 2 penalties and converted both of them, and I just don't really know what to do about it. We then went up against Tokushima, won 1-0 in that game, Yuki getting the winning goal. Drew 1-1 with Ehime. Lost 4-1 to Urawa, who we've had quite a few experiences with before, and they've never been pretty. And then in the last game, we lost against Fukuoka, who actually find themselves quite low down in the league. Yeah, they're in 18th. So it was a bit of an embarrassing loss, to be honest, but they were a lot better than us, so we kind of only have ourselves to blame. But today, we go up against Tosu, who find themselves in 7th at the moment. And then we play against J3 side, Hashino, in the All Japan Cup second round even. So hopefully we'll be able to progress through there and see who we have in the game after that. But just a quick one, in the league, as I said, we find ourselves in 14th on 22 points, which is 9 points clear of the relegation zone at the moment. So hopefully we can pick up a win today and get some more points on the board. And then we have only a couple of games in June, and then we seem to have a summer break. We just have the whole of July with no games. So I'm going to have to arrange a load of friendlies in that time, which hopefully we'll be able to get some players back into some good form as we then go into August, where we are playing Friday, Wednesday, Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, Saturday, Friday. So it's quite a lot of games packed into August. And then there's only 3 for September, October and November. I guess you can't see that because it's probably behind my head, but you can kind of see the 3 here. But so it's a very busy period and then quite quiet towards the end of the season. So hopefully some of our players will be able to feel a bit more rested because we've been getting a few injuries and that has had a bit of a knock-on effect for consistency within the team, I believe. And Takuya Sake is a prime example of this. And if you look at the history for Sake's injury since he joined the club, He had a bruised knee which took him out for 3 days. That was fine. He then got an injury for 3 weeks with pulled knee ligaments, and then has another injury literally as soon as he got back with a twisted ankle, which has been 9 days so far. It was predicted to be about 3 weeks. If we look up here, 9 days to 3 weeks. It will probably be the 3 weeks. So one of our best players so far this season hasn't really been able to play for us since then, frustratingly. But obviously, Yucky has been in, and he's been doing all right for us. Then I've got one transfer that has happened since you guys were last here, and it was this man here, Jose Ronaldo. Now, I had him on trial not that long ago. I think it was in the summer this year, and I didn't end up signing him just because of the whole the amount of foreign players you can have and that issue. But then the NXGen email came through, and I was having a look through just to see who's on there, because I'm always curious to see who's on there, and he was on there as a free agent, and I couldn't believe it. So I instantly was just like, right, get him. Doesn't matter. I'm just going to get him. And yeah, I mean, he's one hell of a player. And it's going to be very difficult next year not to play him. So we're going to have a rethink, I think, next year about how we do this. But he actually joins the club in July. We've got him on trial for now until he does join. So it's not that long away. So I'll get him in for some of the friendlies. And then if he's really good, I may have to consider actually moving him into the first team. And then who do I drop then? That's a difficult question, but we will have to figure that out as we go. But for now, let's get into the first game of today's episode. So this is the lineup for today's game against Tosu. In goal, we've got Muller, we've got Iwami, Nemec, Kojima and Matsunaga in defence, Morihara and Ahmad in midfield, Toda, Tanimoto and Yucky, and then Browers up top. And if you just look here, there's a little line forming a decent partnership between Toda and Browers, which is really good to see. And then on the bench, we've got Shun Takayasu, Sasaki, Odagiri, Igawa, Lizuka, Ozawa and Shiba. Now, Igawa is set a target to hit a certain amount of goals before the end of the season because he's on a terrible run of form. 16 games so far, and he's not scored a single goal. So hopefully this season he'll be able to hit that target. And he has become more of, obviously, an impact sub or a sort of, a backup striker. But, yeah, he's just not really performed when he has been on. And, obviously, I've got Paz down here as well, but I can't really play him because he is a foreign nationality. So we just have to sort of deal with that for now and hope that the lineup we got today will be the one that gets us a victory. So let's get into it. So here we are with the opening match of today's episode, and we've given a foul away straight away. Is he going to get carded straight off the bat? Surely not. No, he's just getting a talking to. That's fine. But they have got a free kick in a dangerous position, and luckily it's not led to a highlight, so they're not scoring from that. I was going to say 20 minutes gone and nothing's happened, but Yucky's just got injured. A potential foot injury. Oh no. That's not good. So, do I move Iwami up? Or do I put Shiba on? I'll put Shiba on. Shiba's coming on the right wing. Let's see. Well, let's actually see if Iwami would be better. No, let's leave Iwami for now. We'll leave him there. And hope that Shiba can do us a good job. However, what I might do is actually just move him as an inside forward. Because I just feel like we could probably overload the box a little bit if we focus down the left-hand side and get those balls in. So then we'll have at least Toda sort of following in behind, Shiba coming in, and then Browers there as all options to potentially score. So let's give him a little bit of a confidence boost coming into this game, and let's see what he can get for us. And this is the first highlight proper. Toda's got it here, plays it to Shiba. Shiba shoots, the shot was blocked. Browers is there, plays it out to Ahmad. Tanimoto gets into the box, shoots, but it's blocked. Deflected behind for a corner. Are we going to get a highlight from this corner? Matsunaga crosses it in to the front post, but it's headed away. Toda's got it to the edge. Tanimoto, have a pop. He does. Keeper tips it over the bar. Shiba's got the ball, plays it to Nemec. Iwami, can he get down that right hand side for us? And he does. Past the defender, crosses it in to the back post. Brown should win that header. Oh, he should be doing so much better there. So much better there. Yokotani out on the left-hand side here. He's trying to run at Iwami. cuts inside, gets past him way too easily, crosses it low, and Ishikawa taps in from 6 yards out. That is... just when I thought we were getting on top. I mean, they are a better team, obviously. Yokotani has turned Iwami inside out there, though. And that ball in, bit too easy. Nemec should be really getting back there. Toda with a free kick. Can you pull it back? Shoot! Oh my god! This man hits the upright so many times from free kicks. So frustrating. Because what's his free kick taking? Real quick. 16. He hits the bar or post so many times. Ball in here. Browers wins the header, but he heads it over. As we come into the half-time break, we are 1-0 down. And to be honest, I'm not happy about it. I think we should be doing a lot better. I'm going to tell them that. Not happy with defensive work, not happy with playmaking, not happy with the finishing. Why do you look disheartened? You have been terrible. Get out there, get us some goals. Part of me thinks if he doesn't score in this game, I may switch to Paz. But I probably will give Paz a run out in the Cup, because he hasn't played in a while, and he should really be playing some games or getting some minutes. So if we're playing against a J3 side, you know, that's probably the time to play him. Matsunaga, he's now getting down this left-hand side. Can he find the right pass? He does into Tanimoto. Tanimoto, can he find the right pass as well? Browers with the header off the bar. God's sake, man. Oh, God. This better not just be a 1-0 loss again. Iwami. Ahmad. Into Shiba. Shiba's inside. Shoot. I mean, at the end of the day, we are doing better than they thought we would be at this point. I think it's just from having risen through the leagues so quickly, I'm now just like, there's a level of expectation for performance. Don't think that's being met, but I also can't, spend the money or get the players to do that when we're in the financial situation that we're in. Absolutely nothing. I guarantee it. Iwami, Morihara, cross in to the back post. Can we win the header? We don't. Ozawa, can you win it? Play it back. That's a terrible ball back. Lizuka, Kojima, lump it long, come on. Plays it long, nobody's there. That's it, surely. Okay, we've still got a chance here. Shiba plays it inside. Igawa, Ozawa is through on goal. Play it across. Can we get it into the box and get a late winner here? Igawa into the front post, headed away. That's surely it. Ozawa should have done something with that last chance. So frustrating. I'm not happy with that result. I'm going to let him know about it. I'm going to tell these players they've been terrible. Where is Shiba? You've been terrible. Matsunaga, you were rubbish. Well below required standard. So after that game, we still find ourselves in 14th. There are some other teams that still need to play around us, especially Tokushima, who have 2 games in hand over us. So you never know, they might end up being above us by the end of next week. But one thing I didn't realise as well is that we actually have a 2-week gap between this game and the next one. So I've got 2 friendlies lined up that I'm going to play in the meantime. So I'll see you in a few short moments. Alright, and we are back for the All Japan Cup against Hashinio? I think that's how you say it. I don't know. But this is our lineup for today. We've got Totori in goal. We've got Totori in goal because Moller is out on international duty with the under-21 Euros. So we've got him in goal today. We've got Sasaki at right back. We've got Marcus, Kojima and Matsunaga. Marcus hasn't really played in a while, so it'll be interesting to see how he gets on. But I want to give him a chance, you know? We've then got Morihara, Ahmad and Toda in midfield. Tanimoto, Seiki is back from injury, although he probably won't survive the full game. I will give him as much minutes as I possibly can. And then we've got Browers up top today. We are playing at home today in our tiny little stadium, which will hopefully get renovated soon. I don't know when, but they've said that they're going to do it, so we'll just have to wait and see when that will happen. You might hear my fan on in the background because it is still very hot in the UK, so that's going to have to run, otherwise I will be sweating profusely. And to be honest, that's the last thing you want to see. Right, so we have our first highlight of the game. They're playing it out from the back. Yuyama has got on the ball here and played into Sasaki, and then they've lost the ball to Marcus. Marcus gets it into Morihara. I've just realised Marcus is playing on the right-hand side, even though he's left-footed, but that's fine. Matsunaga plays the ball into Tanimoto, gets into the box, shoots, and the keeper tips it around the post. See, I don't really remember playing this team. Obviously, we must have played them at some point, unless we've been promoted as they've been relegated or something like that. But I feel like we have played them, but I just can't really remember. Ball into the back post here. Seiki tries to finish it, but Higashi pulls off a very good save there. I'm going to give him a little bit more encouragement because we've started playing well, and I think we need a little bit more of a push. Especially because our possession is really low at the moment, and I'm not really sure why that is. Free kick here into the back post. Kojima tries to win it, but it's been headed away. Seiki is now on the left-hand side in unfamiliar territory, but he's got it back in. Can he square it? He shoots, but the keeper tipped that round the post, and for some reason Browser's been called as offside, even though, it wasn't played to him. But anyway, Morihara is on the ball here. Into Ahmad. Toda, Browers, Sasaki, Seiki. Some lovely passing play here. Back to Sasaki. Plays it in for Toda, who's running into the box, and he's lost it to their defence there. Morihara does pick up the clearance, however. Kojima gets it over to Matsunaga, who comes inside with it. Plays it into Ahmad. Browers, ball through for Seiki. Seiki shoots, but keeper tips it over the bar, and I think he was offside. Yes, he was. Every time I go to give him a little shout, we seem to be having highlights now, which is good, but as long as those highlights turn into goals, and they're just not at the moment. Seiki's on the ball. Plays it to Sasaki. They seem to be doubling up on him at the moment. Seiki plays it in, but it's a loose ball. Nakazawa's now got it. They're now turning and running at us. Plays a loose ball to Kudo on the left-hand side, and then plays it back inside. Defensive line is all over the place, and Marcus has just left his mat. What are you doing? What the hell are you doing? I need to remember that this is a video game. But look at this. Marcus just let his man run past him there, and that is incredibly frustrating. Nakayama's got the ball in midfield here, plays it through for Kudo. Kudo's getting down the left-hand side, cuts back inside the box, but we've managed to block the shot. This is not good. This is really not good. They're really coming on to us. I don't think Marcus is covering himself in any glory at all. Tanimoto gets the ball to Morihara. Kojima plays it out to Matsunaga. If we can just find a ball through like that. Tanimoto bursts into the box. Can he bury it? He does, off the post. That is 1-1. Please be onside. I think he is. It's fine. And we've got ourselves a corner here. Can we take advantage with Kojima and Browers at that front post? Kojima wins the header. Oh, come on, man. He's not scoring this season. He's not scoring at all. Which is proving to be an issue, because I think that was quite a big goal provider last year. I have actually bought in a set-piece coach who is now in charge of the set pieces. So maybe it's a bit of that, but I'm not really sure. They're passing it around here. Yuyama plays it all the way back to Higashi in goal for them, who plays it all the way back into their midfield, or into their defence. And Mizu's now got it out on the right-hand side. Just pushing them back a little bit. Yoshinaga, ball over the top. And where is Marcus? What is Marcus doing? I don't know what's going on with these defenders. I need to have a look at our coaches and see if what is Marcus doing here? Defensive line is all over the place. I might take Marcus off at half time. Do I take him off? Oh, I didn't even put... Damn it! Oh, I'm such an idiot. I didn't even put a defender on the bench, so I can't even take him. I've just dropped my notepad. Great. It's all going wrong today. We've got a free kick here. Toda's going to take it, and he shoots, but the keeper tips it around the post. So he's going to now take this corner here. Bends it into the front post, and it's headed away. But Ahmad's got the ball. Plays it back to Toda. Toda squares it, and nobody's attacking it. No one is attacking that ball at all. We have got another corner, which hopefully we can get something out of, and they've just headed it away. And now they are on the counter-attack. Kudo running at our defence. Our defence just stands still. Doesn't really know what to do. Fukushima, ball down the line to Kudo. Into Suzuki T. Fukushima. Sasaki, Nananka, they've got right in behind again. And oh my god. We've had 8 shots on target and none of them, well, one of them has gone in. They've had 3 and all of them have gone in. This is an absolute joke. Got the ball on the left-hand side here. Matsunaga plays into Igawa. Kojima's on the ball. Plays it into Ahmed. Browers, Igawa, Ahmed. Get it over. Sasaki, getting down that right-hand side. Who's in the box? Get in the box, come on. Ahmad crosses it in. Back post, but nobody's there. Matsunaga's now got it. Can we cross it in? We do. To the back post again. Browers, win the header. Get it on target, man. They've got a free kick. Of course they have. They've bent it to the back post. Free Matt. I am losing my mind right now. Toda, free kick. Sasaki. Jesus Christ. I'm having a full meltdown. I don't know if it's because of the heat, but I am genuinely having a full meltdown right now. Here we go. I bet they go and score a fifth with their only other shot on target. Jesus Christ. I know it's probably really entertaining for you to watch me have a meltdown. And I understand that because I also enjoy watching people have a meltdown on social. But this is just... Well, we're doing better in the league than I thought we would, to be fair. And I think I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board in regards to the formation, because, or the tactics even, or I don't know, something needs to give, or something needs to change, because this is just awful. We've got a game in like 2 days as well, so I'm going to have to actually go and rest all of these players. So I'm just going to flip these fixtures upside down so you can actually see them a bit clearer. But so we've got these 2 games next, Nagoya and Kobe, and then after that we've got a whole month of nothing. So I'm going to play a load of friendlies in that time and hopefully regain a degree of form, because losing 4 in a row and now playing against the team in third and the team in second is not giving me a lot of hope. So I'm going to go away. And when will we be back next? Now, there isn't a lot of games actually left, although we are halfway through the season, so I take that back. But we've got we've got this month, which is a load of games here, and I don't really want to come back for that. So I think most likely I'll come back for the Iwata and Kagoshima game, because I feel like they're more likely to be the teams that we are battling against in that time. So I'll come back for the Iwata and Kagoshima games, and I guess we'll see where we're at that point. So thank you again for watching my meltdown. Hope you did enjoy the episode. If you did, remember to drop a like down below and a comment, maybe of encouragement, because I think I'm going to need it after that. So enjoy the rest of the day, and I'll see you again next time.